Hello and welcome to the Cardinal Report, the show that takes you inside North Central College athletics. I'm Will Armistead, and in the next 30 minutes, we'll check out the North Central College women's golf team, their recent competition at the Cardinal Classic, and much more as the Cardinal Report rolls on. Coach Tye Thompson is in his 6th season leading the women's golf team, and as recently as 2007 was named the CCIW Coach of the Year. Coach Thompson, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Will. Glad to be here.
Great. Last year, 2008-2009 campaign, you guys finished up the season at the CCIW Championships in 3rd place. During your 6-year tenure here, you've seen a lot of progression. Can you kind of just talk about last season and finishing up where you did, taking that on into this season?
Yes, last season probably was a turning point from 07. 07 was our breakthrough year, and we just came back in 08 with the attitude that we are going to move further up the ladder in the CCIW. And the team came together. There was some good play. We hosted the CCIW last year, which I think gave us a little bit of an advantage as to the course and how it was playing. But we succeeded to finish 3rd. We were blessed to do that because, tell you the truth, that was our goal. You know, our goal was to reach 3rd place, and we obtained it.
2 top teams finishing there, Illinois Wesleyan taking home their 7th consecutive CCIW championship,
Correct.
Followed by Wheaton, and then North Central. It seems like those 2 teams are also always up in the top 3 teams as far as that championship is concerned. Do we kind of expect that this season as well, to see those 2 top teams, among others, kind of leading the CCIW?
Well, yes. That's who we are targeting. We feel that IWU and Illinois Wesleyan, by the way, and Wheaton College are the 2 top-ranked teams in our conference. One is ranked at this present time 8th in the nation, the other is ranked 17th in the nation. So for us to continue to reach our ultimate goal, we know those are the 2 schools that we have to hurl over.
Great. You have 3 returning scorers from last season, your top 3 in
Yes.
Mallory Carlos, Gaudio, and Jessica Struthers.
Correct.
You know, having those 3 return, one being a sophomore, junior, and one being a senior, what were things that we should expect this season out of those 3 girls, including a handful of freshmen who I think can make a difference?
Well, first of all, I'm bringing a lot of pressure to those 3, and I think they can handle it. I'll start with my senior. Okay, my senior, Jessica, when she came to the school, she was in her development stage, and she's progressed rapidly. I mean, last year, she missed making all-conference by a stroke, and I know that it was something that hurt her over off-season, and so she has applied herself that's her individual goal, is to make all-conference her senior year. So if she lives up to her goal, that's going to benefit the team. Okay. Subsequently, you know, Alyssa Gaudio, who happens to be the 2007 conference medalist champion, and she was the first to ever go to the NCAA Women's National Championships. So she has a taste of success, and that taste, by going through the season not being able to defend her championship the way that she would have loved to, left her with a bitter taste. So I'm looking for her to come back with that fire in the belly, so to speak, to try to overcome that. And Mallory, being the freshman that she is, and the individual with the competition, I should say the competitiveness in her makeup, I see those 3 being like the 3 Musketeers. With those 3, I feel so go the Cardinals.
Well, you started off the season 1st place, a 1st place finish. Yeah, your second meet was a 4th place finish, only missing out on 1st place by 6 points. And earlier this week, you guys hosted the Cardinal Classic, a 7th place finish. You know, how compared between those three meets, you know, how has the season looked so far?
Well, first of all, yeah, I'm glad you asked that question. Golf is one of those sports that it depends on what you bring to the golf course that day. Each of those tournaments represented a different challenge in a different setting. St. Francis tournament was over in Joliet. That golf course most of the team had not seen before, and they were fired up, they were excited, and consequently we were fortunate to beat St. Francis in their individual invitational. Robert Morris was, I don't know how to explain it because the two courses between St. Francis and Robert Morris have some similarity, but at the same time they had different characteristics. The team went and I think performed adequately. I think they did the best on that day. 6 strokes out of first place does not make a season. 6th place out of first place. I think a stroke here, a stroke there would have easily made a difference of whether we won it or how we finished, okay? Our third tournament, which was the one we just recently hosted, the NCC Classic, now that course, which is Crest Creek Country Club, right, different from the first two, totally. Crest Creek is a more narrow, I use the word targeted type shooting. You have to pick your spot and you have to try to go to that spot when you go to hit the ball. Plus it had a renovation. It had added more sand traps, and that made it more of a challenge. The course rating on that course is 74.1 with a slope of 136. With those figures, it tells you it's going to play tough. The greens, they were beyond a 12 point on the stemp meter. They were rolling pretty quick. So you did not need to put your ball above the hole or any place that would be a challenge to get the ball in the hole. It was difficult. Yesterday, every school that played, every player that played found a very tough go at it, okay? We just happened to, ran into too many difficult situations, so we came out of it not as happy as we would have loved since it was our home course. Sure. But I'm satisfied in the sense that we got a bad round behind us, okay? We have a bad round behind us. There's nothing but good things out there for us to come, especially when we leave to go to Olivet tomorrow.
Sure. Well, Coach, we had an opportunity to catch up with several players after the Cardinal Classic yesterday to see what the buzz was all about in our segment, What's the Word?
Well, the competition was really hard, and we all struggled a little bit today, so we all kind of pushed through it and hoped for the best, I guess.
When you're in the fairway, you were trying to avoid the bunkers and all the hazards and stuff, but when you were on the green, I don't think you got a break today. I would say if you were trying to play the breaks, if you were trying to get it inside the cup or whatever and hit it up. I had one shot on number 18 where I was, 5 feet from the hole, and it ended up rolling all the way down to the end of the green. I'd say the pin placements were very difficult. I think this course overall was pretty difficult, and they set it up pretty much like it was a state amateur is what I would compare it to.
I've only played this course once previously, and they've added 30 new bunkers, so those were a bit of a surprise because they don't have scorecards with course layout. And then the greens were extremely fast. They put some tough pin placements, and it showed in some 3 putts, but that's all right. It was expected.
It's, one shot at a time. Good or bad hole, you have to stay in the same mind frame of you're never out of it. I took third with a 2-stroke penalty, clearly, I wasn't out of it, but it was okay, but you just have to play one hole at a time, one shot at a time.
There's tons of good schools, and Carthage and North Central both brought in new players, so that's great to see, and makes a lot of fun just going out there and going head to head and trying to enjoy each other, but still have a little bit of competition there.
I think that we take this tournament as an opportunity to get ready to see what we need to do for the CCIW and stuff. They're probably one of our #1 competitors is Wheaton and Carthage. We're always neck and neck with Carthage, so it's really fun to play with the girls.
Well, I think our team's looking pretty good. We have a lot of new girls and a lot of they all look like they're going to be good players with a lot of work and practice and dedication. We all get along really well.
I'd say we're actually right up there with them. We haven't been playing our best, but I feel that we can play just as good, and if not, be the same with them. So I really think we have a good shot.
Coming up, we have North Central College junior Alyssa Gaudio and senior Jessica Struthers when we return to the Cardinal Report.